You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful, and when I say beautiful, beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 53 degrees, going up to a high of 67, and guess what? No sight of rain. Yes. Whew, I missed y'all yesterday, but I'm so glad to be back here today. Thank God he brought us back, kept us safe, and I'm grateful for that. Yes, I am. Had a beautiful weekend, y'all. It was my birthday on Saturday. My daughter and one of my best friends, Rosa, treated me to a trip to Florida. We were supposed to be going to Mexico, but we wound up going to Florida, Tampa. I had never been to Tampa, and it was beautiful in Tampa. Yes, it was. It was beautiful. And I'm telling you, they did it up for me, y'all. I am super duper excited because I had an amazing time. So we got there Friday, but it was rainy and cold. But the hotel that we were in was beautiful. It was called The Current. And so we didn't want to go back out. We were supposed to go to Capitol Grill for dinner, but it was so cold and rainy, and we were kind of tired too, because by the time we got settled in, it must have been probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So we just decided to have dinner in the hotel. In reality, we didn't even have dinner. We had like cocktails. Well, no, we did, because I had crab cakes. So at the Current Hotel, I had this crab cake with some kind of sweet sauce that was really good, and I had this cheese tray, charcuterie tray, which was very, very, like, anytime there's cheese on it, I love it. We shared this charcuterie. I'm gonna get it right after a while. Charcuterie tray, and it had like 4 different types of cheese and prosciutto and salami. It was delicious. That was delicious. And I had a cocktail, which, I did not drink all of it because they had so much alcohol in it. And I was like, seriously, I cannot drink this. So I ate all the cherries. They brought me an extra cup of cherries. So what I had was a cherries with a little bit of cocktail, not cocktail with a cherry. It was the opposite. So, and the cocktail wasn't that big. If you go to, it's probably on Instagram somewhere. My daughter probably posted, but I think I posted it too. My Instagram, you'll see us with the cocktails in our hand, and what you see in that glass is what stayed in the glass. I hardly drink any. It was so strong. I'm not a drinker, so this is not one of my things. But anyway, that was Friday night, and we just hung out on the rooftop bar. It's called Rock's Rooftop Bar at Current Hotel, which is gorgeous. And we just hung out and talked and just chatted up, which was really, really nice. So that was my first night. The second day we went to, they took me to the gun range, right? Now here's a funny thing, y'all. I have a gun. I have a 9mm, right? My husband and I both have 9mm. We bought them last year because there was so much stuff going on. We became afraid. It's like, well, we need to go get a gun. Child, let me tell y'all something. My gun shooting experience, I should have had a picture. Well, I do. I think I got a picture of me trying to shoot a gun. When I tell y'all my gun shooting experience sucked, I sucked at that. First of all, there was a guy next to me at his spot. I don't know what the heck he was shooting. It sounded like a cannon. That thing was so loud, I had to go back and get some earplugs to go up under my ear muffs, and it still didn't. And every time he would shoot, it was so loud, it made me jump. Okay, so that being said, I don't think I hit the target not one time because I was so nervous, and I was fine until the instructor came over and told me, listen, don't put your hand like this or you're going to slice your finger off. Okay, I was done. So after he said that, I got hot. I had the mask on. I had the glasses on. I had the things in my ear. It was just too much. And when I tell y'all I hate being constricted in any kind of way, I'm talking, so you see people with wigs that wear a lot of wigs, that right there, something on my head, let me tell you something. The restriction, the mask, the glasses, the earplugs, the earmuffs, it was hot. And then he scared the daylights out of me saying, don't hold your hand like that. You're going to slice your finger. I'm like, oh God, this is just way too much. So that was an experience by itself at the gun range. That was a cool gun range though. So y'all know I'm always in business mode. Speaking of business, today is Talk Business Tuesday, and we're going to talk a little bit about business later on, but y'all know I'm always in business mode. So we walked in there, we went to a place called Shooter's World, right? So I'm walking in Shooter's World and I'm thinking, okay, it's Shooter's World was really nice. It's like a big gun mall, That's what it looked like. It had stores on each side. We walked through, and it had stores, and the gun range was in the back. They even had purses, and I was like, so why they got these purses in here? So I don't know, was it like a gun purse for women? But they had some cute little purses and stuff. They had some gun, T-shirts and anything you could possibly think that you need for your gun. It was in Shooter's World, and so it was an experience, but I have to go to the gun range here in Gwinnett. I have to go to the one downtown Lawrence because I really do need to know how to shoot my gun. I need to know how to load the freaking gun. Like, I'm telling you, it was bad. And I was like, okay, so we had like 50 rounds. I might have shot maybe 8, maybe. I was like, yeah, I'm done. So my daughter shot, and my friend Rosa shot. They shot more than me. My daughter shot more than all of us. And I was like, my husband goes, well, did you hit the target? I said, I don't think so. It was a bunch of bullet holes, but I don't think I hit it. Because I was just it made me so nervous. Because then he was like, so you shoot the gun and then the gun jerk you. Oh my God, it was a mess. But it was definitely an experience. And so it's one that I'm looking forward to doing again because I really need to know how to shoot my gun. And I told my husband before I was like, yeah, I think I want to collect guns. Because, people love guns. But I think for me, it's not about the gun. It's about the craftsmanship. Because I've seen some beautiful guns. And I said to him, I think I want to collect guns, because I'm always trying to figure out something to collect. First, I thought about dolls. And even though I'm a doll inventor, I was like, I don't want to collect dolls. Dolls are kind of spooky. I don't want to collect dolls. And I thought about teapots, which I love tea. So I still may collect teapots. But I think I want to collect guns because I've seen some beautiful guns. And just to have a collection of them. And I understand why people don't want people messing with their Second Amendment. I get it. I totally get it. Because I saw some really nice guns. And I was like, those are nice. But we're still waiting for our gun license to come back and all that good stuff. But anyway, I had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. So that was Saturday afternoon. Then Saturday night, what did we do Saturday night? Oh, Saturday night, oh my God, y'all. They took me on a dinner cruise on a ship called the Starlight. Ooh, when I tell y'all that food was off the chain, the food was so freaking good. I had stuffed shrimp. It was stuffed with crabs. Oh my God, delicious. I'm talking about just absolutely glorious. I'm going to post about that tomorrow. I think my daughter took pictures of the food, so I'm going to post. It was delicious. I had, what did I have for? I had an appetizer. What was my appetizer? I know my friend Rosa had the dip. I think I had prosciutto. Did I have prosciutto? I can't remember what my appetizer was, but anyway, I'm sure I got a picture somewhere. It was glorious. The trip was, the cruise was so nice. They gave me a birthday cake. The cake was delicious too, and I'm not a big cake person, but the cake was good. They gave me cheesecake. It was so funny. They gave me cheesecake to go, but my daughter ate it. They gave me a birthday cake, looked like could have been like maybe a 6-inch birthday cake, which was really good. The music was great. I mean, the cruise was filled up with people. It was so nice, y'all. And I just, in the beautiful harbor, like we did a cruise around the harbor, beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. I'm talking about, I was like, this is so nice, and I had my moment where I thought about my mom and, because right about then I would have been calling her and saying, oh my God, this is so nice. I wish you was here, stuff like that. But, it was really, really nice. And so that was Saturday night. Then Sunday, what did we do Sunday? Saturday afternoon, we went to was that Saturday or was that Sunday? I don't know, but I know we went outside to get in the pool because it was pretty nice, like 78 degrees, and they had the pool heated to like 90. And we were gonna go get in the pool, so we went to get in the pool, but the wind was so strong till it started to blow my flip flops. And I was like, okay, take a cute picture. Let's get from out here because it's freezing. We were wrapped up in towels, laying in the sun. The sun was shining, but it was very windy. Then we went to Capitol. We supposed to went to a beer tasting, but by the time we finished, what did we do? We had breakfast. And my daughter had the itinerary packed, which is what she does. And I keep saying to her, listen, you love doing this stuff. You should do it. And then Sunday, we went to Capitol Grill. What night was that? Sunday night. Sunday night, we went to Capitol Grill. Another place, amazing food. I'm talking about absolutely delicious. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And so they gave me a cheesecake and a latte coffee thing to take home for that. Listen, and it's a Capitol Grill right here in the metro area. I think it's one in Atlanta. Good food, y'all. I had prosciutto. Like, y'all know I love cheese and I love anything cheese. So I had this prosciutto, this mozzarella wrapped in prosciutto, and they baked it. And it had like a balsamic vinaigrette. Oh my God, out of this world! It was so good. And I could have just eaten that, and that's all I ate. And then I had these 2 baby lobster tails. Oh, child, I know y'all. I know. I just wanted to share like what I did. So I had an amazing weekend. I said all that to say I had an amazing birthday weekend. I got a lot of love on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram. So thank you to everybody who showed me some love on all of those platforms. And thank you so much to my daughter and my friend Rosa for just an amazing, amazing time. And now I got to pay the favor back to both of them. So my daughter's birthday is in June. We're going to Mexico. And my friend Rosa's birthday is in July. We're not sure where we're going for hers, but it's going to be more birthday love coming up. So I'll be sharing those adventures with you as I move along. Next time I'm going to videotape. All right. Anyway, today is National Banana Bread Day. So if you like banana bread, today is your day. Yes, go ahead, get your nut bread on. I like banana nut bread. That's why I'm saying that. It's Banana Bread Day. I just happen to like nuts in mine. Like nuts. All right, let's get on with our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, Tuesday, February the 23rd. We are almost out of this month. Yes, we are. All right, we're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Hidden assets can double if you play your cards correctly. Insurance payouts, tax rebates, or just plain luck. Yes, you may have all of those or one of those. You can complete any projects efficiently, especially if you put in the effort yourself. Listen, put the work in yourself, Aries, and you can get it done the right way. If you want something done the right way, do it yourself. That's normally what they say. Taurus, problems with peers is apparent. Problems with your peers are apparent. Your diplomacy will be of utmost importance today. Take time to visit someone who has been confined due to illness. Listen, Taurus, if there's somebody you know in your life who has been confined because they've been sick, take a minute to go visit them. Just do. Don't ask any questions. Just go visit them. Just say, hey, listen, even if you got to do a virtual visit because you're afraid because, Corona's still out there, just do. Stop in and say hi. Pop up the camera and say hi. Pick up the telephone and say hi. Just say something. Just go visit them because you just never know. Don't mean to be of doom and gloom, but I'm just telling you, just never know. Gemini, someone close to you will get upset easily if you are insensitive to their needs. Make some notes regarding the changes that you should make. Your mate is going to want and need some attention. Listen, show your mate some love. They want it and they need it. Most of all, they need it. Something may have happened today to throw them off their game. They just need you to say, I love you. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss. Whatever it is, show them that attention today because they need it. Cancer, sign up for courses that will bring you more skills. Curb your impulse to make lavish purchases and spend some time with good friends. This is a great day for a family outing or just a drive. Yeah, sign up for some courses. Listen, I always say this, and y'all know I say this all the time. There's so many ways to learn new skills right now. I'm talking about a gazillion ways, right? And here's the thing. You can go online pretty much and get certified in anything. If you're looking for a really good job, because there are a lot of people who you're not cut out to be an entrepreneur, and that's cool. Because everybody's not cut out to do this thing. It's hard. It is a hard thing to do. But if you love it, it's not work. But if you're not cut out to do this and you want to have a great job, you got to learn some new skills. You have to level up your skill set. And I talk about this all the time because I don't think people get it, right? I don't think they get the fact that if you want to make a decent salary, you got to have really good skills because your competition is fierce. It is fierce out here, and it's only getting fiercer. And the more you sit back on your laurels and think that, you know what, I'm going to make just enough, you're going to have a just enough kind of life. Do you want a great life or do you want a just enough kind of life? Here's the thing. If you want a great life, learn some new skills. I talk about this all the time because it's so important. I remember when I was younger and I was looking for a job, I always got the job. You know why? Because I always had new skills. I knew how to use a computer. I knew how to use software that most people didn't. And to this day, I'm the same way. And I'm a little old lady now. Not really. I'm old in age. I'm not even old in age. I'm mature in age. But not, I'm mature in age. I'm just going to say that. Learn something new. Learn something that's going to give you an edge. Learn something that's going to make people look at your resume and say, oh my God, we need her on our team. We need him on our team. You got to learn new stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be making minimum wage, just enough to get by. You can't pay your bills. You can't have fun. You're just making it. That's because you don't know enough skills. I'm telling you what I know. And here's the other thing. You have to have great skills, but you also have to have confidence in yourself. And I could talk about these things all day long and twice on Sunday. New skills and self-confidence and esteem. Oh, yeah, you can have what you want. But you got to have those things. And I'm telling you, once you get those things and people realize, okay, not only do they have the skills, but they got a great confidence. They got a great personality. They'll be a great asset to our team. Now your paycheck goes up. But until you acquire those things, your paycheck going to stay right where it's at. Just enough to get by. Just enough to eat. Just enough. If you want more, learn something new. Get your self-esteem and your self-confidence up. I know I got off on a tangent right now, but that's important for people to hear. Leo, you have two choices. Get out on your own or bend to your mate's whims. Get out and have some fun. Remain calm and you'll shine. Passion should be your goal. Yeah. You got two choices. You got two. Get out on your own or bend to somebody else's whims, Leo. Which one you going to pick? Whichever one you pick, just be comfortable with what you pick because you made the choice. That's the thing. You got the choice, not your mate. You. It's your choice. So if the choice you make, just say, you know what? This is a choice I make and deal and live with that choice. Don't hem and haw about it because you made the choice. Nobody forced your hand. So don't hem and haw about the choices you made. You made the choice. Virgo. You can make money if you concentrate on producing services or goods that will make domestic chores easier. Don't let your boss make you feel guilty enough to take work home with you. Get involved in fitness programs that will bring you in contact with new friends. Listen, tell your boss if you're gonna bring some work home, is it overtime? I'm just saying that'll shut that down right then. Forget guilt. 9 to 5. If you on the clock 9 to 5, anything over 5 o'clock, 5:01, that's overtime. And if your boss is saying, nah, that's not overtime, then say, hey, I can't do it. I'm just saying, don't let them guilt you into bringing work. Now, it's something different if it's a mandatory, but if it's mandatory, then you should be paid for that. That's all I'm telling you. If it's guilt, oh, no. Don't you bend the guilt. Don't bend the guilt. Not today, Virgo. If they want you to do something more than what you're supposed to do, because let me tell you something, sometimes bosses, they can suck. Because they don't care. It's about the bottom line. So if it's guilt that's making you do it, tell them to pay you. That's all I got to say about that. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thias. And stay tuned.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, oh, oh. Why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah. And I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, oh, right, yeah, yeah. Oh. Made a promise to myself, this time I'll keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day, brighter
Welcome back. I love that song. I love that song. That's my girl though. A lot of her songs I play on here because her name is Gloria Tells, and she just has a lot of good songs, and I just love. That's one of my favorites right there. Brighter Day. When you think about that song, you got to make it a brighter day. You have to. Even with all the crap that we go through, you got to look for the silver lining and make it a brighter day. All right, welcome back to the show. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you your daily horoscopes. Brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thys. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. Don't expect the whole family to be overjoyed. Nope. Those who have been too demanding should be put in their place or out to pasture. I'm not going to agree with that. You have to feel free to come and go as you please to achieve happiness. Yeah, that's with anybody. You know, sometimes you have to put yourself first, right? Which means your happiness has to come first, Libra. Sometimes we put everybody before us and then we're not happy. Everybody else is fine and we're not happy. And it's our fault because we made the choice to put people, ahead of us and our needs. So you may have to put your needs ahead of somebody else so you can have happiness. Scorpio, you will meet new romantic partners if you get involved in seminars or travel. Your confidence will stabilize your position. Travel for business will be advantageous. Yes, listen, you go to seminars, learn something new. You might meet some new love. That's a win-win. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio? You go to a good seminar, you get to travel, and then you may meet a new love. And listen what it says. Your confidence will stabilize your position. I just talked about that. You got to have confidence. And let me tell you this, and I'm not going to get off on a tangent today because I got to talk about business in a minute. But sometimes, right, when you know better, you should do better. Let me say you do better. When you know better, you should do better. Let me tell you what's important. You got to have courage. You got to have confidence, right? You got to be able to communicate. Those are the 3 C's: courage, confidence, and communication. Because if you can't communicate, if you're a terrible communicator, and I know some people that are awful. I'm talking about they are so bad to it's just shameful. And here's the thing. All you got to do is open up your mouth and talk. But some people just don't know how to do that. So you need to build up your courage muscle, learn how to communicate, and build up your confidence and get some skills, right? Get you a course, get you a confidence booster, get you a communications, a training, and work on yourself. Because that's going to help stabilize your position wherever you're trying to go, whether it's your position in business, whether it's your position in your career, whether it's your position in your sports, whatever it is. That's going to help communication. You got to learn how to communicate. There are people I know they can't communicate to save their lives, and they swear they could. Like if you talk to them, they boast, they brag, and can't. What you're saying means absolutely nothing. The things that mean something, they don't open their mouths. It's terrible. It's terrible. And you wanna do things. Well, you gotta be able to do those things. Have courage, have confidence, know how to communicate, and get the necessary courses that's gonna help you, the skills you need. I can go all day long on this stuff. Sagittarius. And why? Because I've been down that path before. Like, I'm not just talking to me talking. I'm not just be talking to flatten my gums. I'm talking about I've been down those where my confidence was shook. Where I didn't have the skills I need to move forward. Where I didn't even have the courage in some instances because I feared, like, oh my God, what are people going to think? Oh my God, what if I do it wrong? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, I've been there. So I'm talking about things that I know about, not things that I'm guessing on. Trust me, I've been around for a minute, and I've been doing this thing. I just told my brother, he called right before the show, and he was like, I'm so happy to be here, and my mom, I know that was her wish for him to be here, so she made sure he got here before she left us. And I said to him, man, I told you I love it down here. Like, when I tell y'all I love it here, like, we were born in Georgia, but we were raised in Jersey. But it's a different type of living. I miss my friends. I ain't gonna lie. I miss them dearly. But I love it here. And my brother moved here in November. And he's like, oh, we just hung on the phone. I love it here. And he was talking about his career in football. And my career as a business owner. He's been doing football about 30 years. I've been doing, maybe 27. I've been an entrepreneur for like 24 years. Like, we do what we love. But trust me, we've gone through some bumps and bruises. And you will too. Sagittarius, you've been going through a period of change that has caused problems for you with your loved ones. Don't let them blame you. Be upfront if you don't want to be embarrassed. Yeah, just be upfront. And don't let people blame you, because a lot of times the people that's doing the blaming is their fault. I'm just saying. So Sagittarius, fall back and don't let them blame you. Tell them to take responsibilities for their own actions, because it's probably their fault. Capricorn, don't let someone talk you into parting with your cash unless you can truly see benefits of doing so. Don't take your frustrations out on loved ones. Dinner, theater, or a comedy club may be just the place. Listen here, Capricorn. You know what? Don't take your frustrations out on loved ones. Go to a comedy club. Listen, when you make laughter changes things. Yes, that's why comedians are so important. Because they make you laugh. They make you laugh when you feel like crying. They make you laugh when you want to give up. They make you laugh when somebody done pissed you off. Turn on something funny. I challenge you to be mad and turn on something funny. Oh my God, you gonna laugh? It's gonna change your whole mood. Laughter, music, things that smell good, they help you. I love stuff that smell good. I want to change my situation. I want to change stuff. I'll turn on some music. Listen, I just got finished listening to A Brighter Day. I was in here dancing while the song was playing. I literally got out my chair and I was dancing. I love that song. You have to change your mood swings. You have to change things. Don't take your frustrations out on loved ones. It's your frustrations. Why you gonna dump that junk on somebody else? Now they dump it back on you, then you're gonna think they're wrong, right? Right. So don't you do it. Aquarius, this day was meant for love. Okay, Aquarius. This day for you was meant for love. Make creative changes to your residence. Your own small business on the side could ease your financial stress. We're going to talk about business shortly. Romantic opportunities are evident if you get involved in large groups or organizations. Yeah, your own small business on the side could ease your financial stress. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about running a home-based business, your side hustle on the side. And I'm going to give you some ideas of some different side hustles that you can start. And not least, but my fellow fish Pisces, get back down to earth and to the basics. That's exactly where I am today. You knew because we've been on party mode. It's our birthday month, y'all. Yes. Move forward if you want to turn your life around. Upgrading at this point is not a bad plan. Yes to all of that. Yes, fish. I don't know about you, but moving forward, going to turn my life around. Yes. And upgrading. I was just telling my daughter, I'm thinking about upgrading something. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is just yet. But I just told her yesterday, I said, I think I'm going to upgrade. And she's like, you should, and I'm like, I think I will. But I'm thinking about upgrading something. And I'm not going to say what it is just yet, but I'll share later. But get back to earth and to the basics. That's where I am. I'm back to the basics, baby. I took some time off to celebrate my birthday and just sit back and relax for a minute. I wrote an article called it was called Rest, Reflection, and Restart. That's me. That's where I am. Back to the basics. Glad to be here with you guys. Listen, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news you can use. So listen, there was, we had the Capitol riots. People from all over the United States and probably other countries came into the states to go to the Capitol to riot. And we had one of our own residents right here in Gwinnett County. He was up there too. At the Capitol rioting, and he was arrested last week on charges of obstruction and official proceedings, violent entry and disorderly conduct, entering a restricted building or grounds, and he was released on a $10,000 bond on Friday. Now he has to sit in the house. He's on home detention. I'm not going to call his name. Y'all want to see his name, go to Gwinnett Daily Post to check him out. But I just think that was... people fight for what they believe in. I'm not going to even get off in there. But anyway, now, a lot of these same people, they're they're facing some stiff penalties. So $10,000, I don't know if you had it or not, but that could have been $10,000 that could have been put towards something that was worthwhile to help some people. People are suffering for real because of the pandemic and how it has affected our way of life, and people are suffering. They don't have food, they don't have money. That's $10,000 that could have gone to help somebody for real instead of some nonsense. But that's just my opinion, and I'm going to stick to that. But anyway, to read the full story, go to Gwinnett Daily Post. They got everything up there. They got his court records and everything. They got a PDF, so if you want to download it, you can. I don't know why you would want to do that, but it's there. He's on home detention. Like, you're a grown man, you're on home detention because you just want to go and do something dumb. But anyway, that's my opinion. I'm entitled, so are you. I know some people agree with everything that this gentleman did, but to find out who he is and to see the record, go to GwinnettDailyPost.com and you'll see it there. I think it's crazy. Anyway, the Biden administration changes PPP rules to help the smallest businesses. That would be me. I'm a small business. So small business, it depends on when you say small, because small business a lot of times does not include, I call myself, because I'm a solopreneur, a micro business owner, right? And a lot of times when you think small businesses, that's like thousands of members in the company, thousands of employees. They consider that a small business. For us, we're micro businesses. We are solopreneurs. But anyway, starting tomorrow, small businesses with fewer than 20 employees will have a 2-week exclusive window to apply for funding. Bigger businesses will be blocked during this time period. So if you want the PPP, which stands for Paycheck Protection Program, the administration made some changes to this yesterday in an effort to reach minority-owned and very small businesses that may have been previously missed out on excessive loans during the first round of funding. So you have a very small window. If you have less than 20 employees, you got a 2-week window to apply for funding. So you got to make sure that you got everything you need to apply, right? Yeah. Previously, they were excluded altogether and received as little as $1. That's crazy. What the heck? I ain't gonna even get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. But anyway, it has changed. So if you are a solopreneur, this includes you. And if you don't know what a solopreneur is, that means you are it. Like the buck stop with you. So you may want to go ahead and see how you can get some of this pandemic money to help you keep your business afloat until you get back to real business, until you can get people back into the restaurant, where you can get people, your client. Because, I'm a service-oriented business, and people were not trying to spend money on anything because they like, listen, I can't even spend no money on no marketing right now. I ain't trying to get on TV right now. I'm trying to make sure I got food on my table. And so a lot of us took a hit. I took a hit. I had opened up my little studio. I was about to do podcasting in the studio and took a major blow. And then I turned around and this January and took another blow with the loss of my mom. So I took 2 blows back to back, 2 major blows. So anyway, for more information about what you need to do to get access to this money, if you're a small business with less than 20 employees, you want to take advantage of the Paycheck Protection Program, go to Gwinnett Daily Post, and you'll see the story there. But you got to listen. You got to meet the requirements. You got to meet the deadline. So read the full story. Go to GwinnettDailyPost.com, and you can read it there. Okay, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Tell me if I got it wrong, but you don't wanna be alone. Spend the evening by yourself, but you'll miss me when it's getting late. Got it all, babe. Say bounce when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you'll let me. Got it all, babe. Say bounce when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go. To play true to heart. You need me when it's getting dark. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let me. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go. Boy, loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. Love and let go. Boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time it's a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. If you let go, boy, loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. You love and let go, boy. You don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time it's a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it.
Welcome back. So listen, I told you about. I think it was like a couple of weeks ago. There was an article in the newspapers asking teachers, and educators here in Gwinnett County, would they be willing to take the vaccine, because they wanted to know how many people will really, be willing to take the vaccine in the education field. And so right now we have 25,000 employees in our school system, and 61% of them said absolutely we would be willing to take the COVID-19 vaccine. And I think that's because they understand. See, a lot of people still don't believe that COVID is real, even though it's 502,000 people have left this earth because of it. Some people will say, oh, well, a lot of those people had heart problems, or so. Let me just say this. My mom had underlying issues, right? But before she got COVID, she was living with her underlying issues. And I think that's the part that the people who don't believe, they don't understand that. They're saying, well, it probably was like, it could have been her COPD, and it could have been. But until she got COVID, it wasn't aggravated to the point where it took her out. It was when she got COVID that it got aggravated to the point where she couldn't really breathe for real. And so there's a lot of people who don't believe that COVID is still real. They think that the numbers are being falsified, and I think that's the dumbest thing ever. But that's what they're saying. Oh, they making up numbers so they can get money, all this kind of stuff. And I'm sure there's some truth to some of that. But I don't really think that 502,000 people died because it was just a bunch of people with all these other underlying issues that caused them to die. Those issues were triggered because of COVID. And so in my opinion, people died because of COVID. Because had they not gotten COVID, they probably would still be here. Now, I understand why teachers will say, you know what, I want to go get vaccinated, because here's the thing. It hit my house because of a teacher at a school who exposed my granddaughter. Yeah, that's the hard truth about that. And my granddaughter, we all love her, exposed everybody else. So that's the hard truth, and it's okay because God has a plan for all of us, and it was his will. But I understand the teachers who say, you know what, and the educators and everybody in our school system that raised their hand and said, yes, vaccinate me. I can honestly tell y'all before now, I was like, I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm African American, and they probably experimenting on us. I get it. That's what I said. But my mom was adamant about being vaccinated. She got the flu shot. She got the pneumonia shot. She got those shots. And when they were talking about getting the vaccination for this thing, she was like, I'm getting that too. And I was like, not me. I'm not taking it. Guess what I'll be doing? As soon as I can get it, I will be taking it. I will. And I know she will want me to take it. So I'm going to take it. She wanted me to take the flu shot. I was like, I'm not taking it. She wanted me to take the pneumonia shot. Like, I'm not taking that either. And my thing was, I've lived my whole life. I've never had the pneumonia or the flu. Well, guess what I've had? I've had something very similar to pneumonia because of COVID. Yes, I have. And I've had COVID. So guess who's going to take the vaccine? Me. I am. I'm going to take it. And so people who don't believe it, that's their business. They don't believe it. Maybe it didn't hit their family. I've had people who've lost people. They still don't believe it. Oh, it was this, that, and the third. No, it wasn't aggravated because of that. It was aggravated because of COVID. But anyway, I'm not going to get off on my soapbox on that. The Gwinnett County school system did that survey, and 61% of the educators said, yes, I want to be vaccinated. And I think that's good because now when they get vaccinated, our kids can go back to school and learn, right? People want to put the kids back in school, right? But but people need to be vaccinated. That's my opinion. And I'm sticking to that. So we're going to see how that all rolls out. Like educators are being phase one, which is, they are frontline workers because they have to educate. So they're going to be in phase 1A. Phase 1B is for the rest of us, and we're trying to get there, right? And we're not there yet. So I'm trying to get to phase 1B, or I kind of fall in phase 1 because I'm the caretaker of a person that's 65 years or older. So I can kind of fall into phase 1 because, three of us in my house can fall into phase 1 because we take care of my uncle. So when I'm not here, like I wasn't here this weekend, so my husband had to take care of him. So we fall into phase 1A. But the thing is, we haven't been able to get an appointment. So my daughter, myself, my uncle, and my husband fall into phase 1A. My uncle is getting vaccinated this week because he started dialysis this morning. And so I took him at 6 o'clock this morning for dialysis. So he'll get vaccinated this week during his dialysis treatment. So he'll get that soon. So that's a good thing for him. So that's a little bit of stress off of me because, we were still, even though we all kind of, I think we're immune for like 30 days or 60 days or whatever it is, it still freaks you out when you still walk around thinking, man, I may still be able to get it and I don't want to give it to him, so anyway, that's where we are with that. So, right now teachers can go out and I think they're going to be able to get vaccinated really soon because they are frontline workers because they have to educate our children and they need to protect themselves, the children in the school, and their families as well. So I think that's cool, 61%. Now, my guess is, my question would be, what about the other 39%? What happens to that percentage of people? Do they not get vaccinated? Do they go back into the school system and teach? Or are they going to be the virtual teachers? Because I feel like if they don't want to go back in, then they can stay home and teach from home. Yeah. Some people, and this is some people take on the vaccination. Everybody else get vaccinated and I won't get it. I'm not getting the vaccination, so everybody else going to get vaccinated. I think that's selfish. So, because they're afraid that, it's going to kill people, right? So I'm going to let it kill you first. And then if you don't die, then I'm safe. I think that's so selfish. That's just me. That's just my thought. All right, listen, I love technology. I love technology. I love business. I love podcasts. I love all that stuff. That stuff, it excites me, actually, And I was talking about Curiosity Lab last week because I think I told you guys I went to go visit Curiosity Lab, which is located at Peachtree Corners. It used to be Prototype Prime, and I talked to you about me going up in there and walking around the building. The building was huge, and I didn't see anybody. So this next story leads me into my Talk Business Tuesday because 5G startup incubator is coming to Peachtree Corners. So a 5G network gives people a faster internet connection, but it's useful beyond streaming a buffer-free video on your cell phone. Now, I can just say this. The internet in my house lately has not been the best, and I have the top plan with AT&T. Like I want to say 300 BPs or whatever, the BPS or whatever that stands for, bits per second. And it still runs very slow. And so but I hear people say a lot of things about 5G. They was like, oh my God, it's dangerous, going to kill you. Everything kills us right now. And so whatever. I'd rather have fast internet. Anyway, Curiosity Lab at Peachtree Corners, Georgia Institute. Curiosity Lab at Peachtree Corners, Georgia Institute of Technology, Georgia Tech, and T-Mobile are launching a startup incubator giving companies access to a high-speed 5G network for developing emerging technologies relying on fast data connections. So there's an incubator being launched. It's the 5G Connected Future Incubator will help entrepreneurs and startups bring autonomous vehicles, we talked about that, robots, drones, and other products to consumers, says Betsy Plattenberg, who is the executive director at Curiosity Labs. So this is a type of technology that's going to change things. I was looking at TV the other day, and there was a robot on it. It was a group of them. They were dancing. Yes, this weekend, as a matter of fact. I don't know what I think I might have been looking at Bloomberg channel or something. But the robots were dancing. And so my daughter, that freaks her out. She doesn't like anything robots. She doesn't even like Alexa or Siri. Like, she cuts all of that stuff off. But this is where we're headed. And the fact that there are so many people out there who have these great ideas. Now they can be, now here in our county, Gwinnett County, they can go to Curiosity Lab and find out what they need to do to bring their innovations to life. And I'm so excited about Curiosity Labs and having this startup incubator, because it's really going to help great ideas come to life and make life better prayerfully better for all of us with these programs that they're going to be running. So they have an accelerated program. T-Mobile first powered the Gwinnett City with 5G in 2019, right? So that's how they first got started. And now they're going to be expanding and opening the doors to those of us who are, innovative and got these great ideas and, just bring them to life. And that's a good thing. So that leads me right into Talk Business Tuesday. So I told y'all before the song that I was going to talk about side hustles that you can start right now to make some extra money, or just start because that's your big dream. So my husband has a hot dog cart. And he's had the hot dog cart now since about 2017, maybe 18, 2017 or 18. I think it's 18, and maybe 17. But anyway, he loves to cook, and so he wanted to start a restaurant. And I said to him, thinking about starting a restaurant is a lot of work. Like it's gonna take. Are you ready to step down from your job right now? Because that was a real question. Are you ready to put in the work and commitment that it's gonna take for you to run a successful restaurant? And Lord knows, right now in this day and age, I don't know if that would have been a mess probably right now. Well, not really, because if you plan correctly, you can avoid some of the pitfalls that a lot of the small restaurants face during the shutdown of the pandemic. But anyway, he came back to me recently. He was like, I want to revisit my business. And I said, okay, these are some things you got to do, because I'm the business person. That's what people come to me for, business. Let me tell y'all this real quick. And I got to get on my story because I got to go. So on my way to the airport, Friday, two of my friends reached out to me via text message. And they wanted to know about Bitcoins, right? They want to know about Bitcoins. And so I said to my daughter, it's so funny because the people that know me, they probably like, Bitcoins, let's call Audrey. She probably know. It's hilarious, y'all. And so, but of course, I did know because I have Bitcoin stocks. But I just thought that was so funny. And I remember one time my brother was at the bank. He was at TD Bank up in New Jersey. He said to me, Audrey, have you ever heard of dinars? And so I was like, now my brother is not a risk taker like that. He needs to see money in his hand. I was like, well, yeah. What are you talking about dinars? Like, yeah, somebody told me I need to get something. No, it was hilarious, y'all. So for y'all who don't know what dinars are, they are foreign currency. And so for years they've been saying that the dinars was gonna what's the word that they use? I don't know. They were gonna go up in value. So someone told me about it, and I went out. Me and my mom. I wonder what her dinars at. Now that I think about it, because she had $100,000 worth of dinars, and so did I. I don't even know where they are. Now I got to think about that. Where are her dinars? Anyway, we both had 100,000 because that's how she and I were. Like when it was like things like we got to get this extra money. So someone said to me, we need to go buy some dinars. Somebody at my husband's job. And so my mom and I went out. We bought 100,000 dinars, certified dinars. And they was like when they revalue, I think it's revalue the money. When they revalue the money over in the Middle East, the value is going to go up. So they were like, it's supposed to go up to like $3. I'm like, what? So that means that if they revalue the money and it goes up to $3, we'll have $300,000 worth of dinars, which means we can go to some exchange and cash it in and get the money back. So my brother called me. He was at the bank. He's like, hey, have you ever heard of dinars? And I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, because I'm about to go get some. And I thought that was the funniest thing because everybody know when it comes to business, money-making opportunities, the first person they call is me. And I said to my daughter on the way to the airport, I said, that's so funny that our friends will be coming by, hey, you ever heard of Bitcoins? And so I had to explain to them about Bitcoins and why that it's volatile and, so just leave it there for the long. It was crazy. But anyway, I don't even know why I was telling y'all that story. So anyway, let's talk about side hustle real quick. Side hustle. There are so many side hustles you can do. And I would tell you, if you're thinking about earning some extra money, you want to start with a side hustle that you're passionate about, right? Here's the thing. If it's just a hobby, you have to say to yourself, if I'm trying to turn this into a business, am I ready for that? If you just want to make money with your hobby, then leave it as a hobby. It's your extra money, right? But if you're thinking about turning your hobby into the business, just do some research on that, because once you turn a hobby into a business, 9 times out of 10, it's not fun anymore, right? So if you want to make your side hustle into a business, think about what that means for your life. Are you willing to put in the commitment? Are you willing to put in the sacrifice that it's going to take to make it a full-time business? Or is it just going to be a side hustle to make some extra money? So, because if it's just going to be a side hustle to make some extra money, then that's good. Then you find out, okay, what am I selling? Who am I selling it to? And what do I need to sell? And I give you a prime example. I love being face-to-face with people, right? When I was selling my dolls, when I was selling my books, I was always face-to-face with people. Like, you can make a ton of money online. People do it every day. I'm a face-to-face type of person. So when it was time for me to go out and sell books, I would sell at book fairs, and I love that stuff. I would go to like conferences and set up my table as a vendor and sign books and talk to people and ask questions. I love that right there. I love that. So to me, that could be a side hustle, because I know that I'm not going to do that full time, but I can go to street fairs and set up stuff and, sell some stuff, and then come back and then talk to you guys 4 days a week and work on marketing online and all that good stuff. But on the weekends, when I want to get face to face with people, that's something I can do. Now, am I willing to make all the sacrifices to go into that full time? Nope, because that's not something I want to do full time, but it can be a side hustle to bring us some extra money. So start with something that you're passionate about. Make sure you have the paperwork that you need in place, because even though it's your side hustle, you still want to make sure that you're protected. If you're selling a food product, if you're selling a product that people have to put on their skin, make sure that you have all the necessary paperwork in place to say, you know what, my product is safe. Because if you sell somebody something that they have to consume in their bodies and they get sick and you don't have the proper insurance or the proper paperwork, you're in trouble. If you sell somebody something and they put it on their skin and they get an allergic reaction and you're not fully covered the way you're supposed to, you're going to get in trouble. So whether it's a side hustle or full-time business, when it comes to those two things, you want to make sure that your product is fully covered and people understand that this is a product that goes in your skin, and if you're allergic to peanut oil, don't eat it. Things like that. Like my cousin, I give you a prime example. On Instagram, her name is Sassy Treats. Her name is Star. But on Instagram, her Instagram name is Sassy Treats. Now, she's funny because I didn't know how deep she was into her business until she and I had a conversation. She said, I'm making all this money and I need to get a business account, and she needed to know how to set up an LLC. So of course she called me. And that's okay. She lives in Pennsylvania, so you need to do this, and this, and this, and this. She did everything I told her. She got an LLC set up. She got a business bank account. But she said to me, and I thought this was just, it's common sense, but a lot of people don't think like this. She said, oh, no, I don't bake anything. She said they have to sign a waiver saying that what they're allergic to, and they have to sign off on it before I sell a cake. And I said, really? Now, I've never gone to a restaurant ever, and somebody said, sign this waiver before you eat that cookie. Now, here's the thing. I'm allergic to macadamias, right? But I know that I'm allergic, right? But nobody has ever said to me, sign a waiver to say, and she was like, oh, no. I need to know what they're allergic to. If they're allergic to peanut oil, I need to know that. And I was like, that is pretty cool. So you have to make sure that you have these parameters in place for businesses that you're going to launch that have consumables that you eat or things that's going to go on people's skin. Now, let's flip it to something that's less scary. If you have a skill set, right? Like my skill set is podcasting, right? I love podcasting. I podcast 4 days a week. I read about podcasting. I get podcasting newsletters. I be on people's podcasts and I talk about podcasting. I love podcasting. And so as that being said, I'm a podcast consultant, right? I'm a podcast consultant. And now people come to me and they say, Audrey, I want to launch a podcast. I do podcast classes, all this stuff I do, and teach people how to do podcasting. Now, nobody's going to get sick because I told them how to launch a podcast. Their skin is not going to break up because I told them how to launch a podcast. I'm just telling them how to talk and put their message out there. Now, if you know that you have a special skill, let's say you are great with human resources, right? There are a lot of small businesses out there that could use your services because now they need to hire somebody and they don't know what the heck they need to do. Do they need to have a human resource department? Do they need to have some of the standard operating procedures that a resource that a company has for HR because they only have 1 or 2 employees? This is where you come in. If you are a bookkeeper, most small business owners suck, especially solopreneurs, at bookkeeping. They absolutely suck. I'm just going to be straight honest with you. If it wasn't for PayPal and me being able to go there and print out all the money that I spent on my business, I probably would suck right along with everybody else. But because I have QuickBooks, it's the app installed on my phone. Yes, I do. I pay $4.99 a month for the QuickBook app. And I have all my stuff. And because everything comes through my PayPal account for my business, I can go there and download PDFs of all the things, all my expenses that I spent. But I can tell you right now that there are a lot of people, small business owners and solopreneurs, that do not do that. So if you are a bookkeeper, a number cruncher, a CPA, they need your service. And it may be a side hustle for you to just do some bookkeeping on the side, right? Let's just say, for instance, you are really good at being organized and decorating. Oh my God. My daughter tells me this all the time. Your decorating skills suck. They absolutely do. There's no theme to any of the rooms I live in. None. It's just like, oh, I need a bed. The room looks crazy. I need to go in there right now, and I wish somebody could just come in there and redo the room. But if you know that you're a good organizer, but you don't want to leave your job, but you know you're good at organizing and straightening things out, do it on the weekend. Make it a side hustle. Make it a side hustle. You know, you can call it, design a room in the weekend. Right, that's your side hustle, and you go and organize your room in the weekend, and that's what they book appointment, get you an appointment scheduler like Acuity. You can go to acuity.com. I gave them a shout out. Put the schedule on a page. They can go there and pay and book for your time. They get on your calendar. You can schedule out the days that you're available. Now you got an honest side hustle, and you're gonna help people get organized. And it's only on the weekends. And you may say, you know what? I'm only working on the weekends from 10 to 12. On Saturdays, and you can book that time from 10 to 12. They got to pay a deposit. Make them pay a deposit. Here's why: a non-refundable deposit. Here's why: because people will jerk you off. And if they book a time on your calendar and they go back and cancel it, that could have been a time that somebody else had, and you didn't make any money. So you make them pay a deposit. They got to pay a non-refundable deposit. Let's say, for instance, you charge $100 an hour. They got to pay a $50 deposit, non-refundable. So if they decide to cancel and don't rebook, you still got some money out the deal, and you didn't completely lose out, because that could have been a $200 job that you have done for somebody else. So if you know you're really organized, but you don't want to leave your full-time job just yet, or maybe never, but you want to have this extra side hustle to make you some extra money, put yourself out there. There are new homeowners who are going into their new homes, and they done got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and they need somebody to go in there and help them decorate the children's room. Put yourself out there as a children's room specialist. Put up a calendar on a web page, right? Put a calendar on there that they can pay you and book you, and then book yourself out. These are great side hustles. And so I hope this has inspired you to start your business on a side hustle, because these are things you can do. If you know you bake a mean cupcake, you can sell your cupcake at the farmer's market, especially if you make with organic ingredients. Just make sure that you cover yourself with the proper insurance and the proper paperwork when you're selling the food product. If you sell soaps, right? If you sell soaps, make sure that you have the proper paperwork in place and the proper labels in place so people know what they're putting on their skins. I can tell you right now that this summer, I'm going to be out there promoting Good Morning Gwinnett at the farmer's market, and we're going to be giving away cookies, right? Because we want to make sure that we become a huge part in this community with this podcast, and I'm excited about that. But just know that I'm going to have things like, hey, and we're going to get a really bland cookie. Like, it's going to be a good cookie, but it's not going to have stuff in there that people, like I'm allergic to it. But I will let people know, make sure that you know what you're allergic to, so just know that. All right, listen, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to go to my last song, and then I'm going to close it out. And I'll be right back with my word of inspiration for the day. Stay tuned.
Tell me your story. Tell me what made you change your mind. Oh, how you move.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. So here goes. If the world seems cold to you, kindle fires to warm it. Let me say that again. If the world seems cold to you, kindle fires to warm it. Lucy Larcombe said that, and she was right. If this world that we live in today seems cold to you, be a part of the fire that lights it up. Be a part of the fire that warms it up. So many times we want to put off everything on somebody else. You be an instrument in the world. You be an instrument to make the world better. People just get so stuck in their own little way of doing things. They live in their own little bubble. And then they expect the world to be different. What part are you doing in the world to make it different? You know what I mean? What are you doing to make the world a better place? You know, if you see the world one way, but you want it another way, what part are you doing to make it that way? Help make the world a better place. Help make the world a place that you want to live in. You know what I mean? Don't just sit back and wait for somebody else to do the work to make your world better. You step up to the place and you know what? I'm gonna be someone who helps to make the world better. I want to be one of the persons that help this world be a place that I'm happy to live in. That's what we do. But a lot of times people won't do that. They sit back and they will wait for everybody else to step up and do the work. And then they want to reap the rewards and haven't put in anything. They're like, all they is leeches. They're leeches to the world. They want the world to produce and they take. The world to produce and they take. What are you doing? Are you doing your part to make the world a better place? Are you? Ask yourself that question. You know, is the world cold to you? Well, what are you doing to warm up the world? What are you doing? If you're not doing nothing but sitting back, being a freaking leech to the world, not giving back, not contributing anything to the world, just taking, then that's the world you're going to live in forever. I hope not. I hope you say, you know what? I want to kindle a fire. I want to make the world a warm place. I want to make my life a warm place. I want to make my job a warm place. You can be the change you want to see in this world. Yes, you can. You can be the change. But what is that? I don't know. Only you know what change you want to see in the world. Whatever that change is, you can be that change. Listen here, I got to go. But I thank you so much for being here today with me. And I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys. I know I didn't get a chance to talk to you Monday. But I'm back. And I'm so glad to be back. Thank you again for listening. Listen. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 6 minutes with me, and I appreciate you and love you to life for that. Be sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett, and follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. Also, go to Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes, and give it 5 stars. Also, y'all know I got a lot of places to find me, right? A lot of them. You got Alexa in your home? Go to the Alexa. Say, Alexa, open up Good Morning Gwinnett, and she will play the latest episode of Good Morning Gwinnett. Also, if you got a Fire Stick and you want to just sit there and listen on your Fire Stick, you can also go to Good Morning Gwinnett there as well. I appreciate you and love you to life for that. Remember to stay safe, to keep your mask on. Corona is still out there, and she's still wreaking havoc. Despite what people are saying, she's still there, and she's still causing a lot of damage. Keep your mask on. Hug your family and tell you you love them. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Until next time, y'all. Make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.